the Cowboys were a mess yesterday before Dak broke his thumb.
Yeah.
So he's going to be out a couple months. And if they want any chance of staying afloat, then they're going to have to either trade for Gardner Minshew or trade for Jimmy Garoppolo. I think if they're smart, they're going to call up the San Francisco 49ers, and we'll get to them in a moment because I already see on the screen it says Lance looks lost, and see if they can get Jimmy G on the cheap. Here's the thing, though. They were going to be screwed even with Dak. I tried to. Now, I was. You guys asked me on this about a month ago if I was ready to pick the Eagles to win the division, and I said no. Then Tyron Smith got hurt, and the Cowboys, more and more of the news on the Cowboys was so ominous. Wide receiver injuries, Tyron Smith's injury, that I said, I don't know if I said it on the pod, but I know I said it on the TV show that I had gone from the Cowboys winning the NFC East to out of the playoffs. That Dak had always had a great offensive line. Now it's below average. The receiving core is going to be the weakest he had in years. I don't trust the coach. And while I didn't buy the Eagles as a Super Bowl contender, and their offense looked great yesterday, their defense struggled a ton. I thought they could win the division. Cowboys felt like an 8-9 team, and they confirmed that yesterday. Sunday night, Micah Parsons made a few big plays. The defense did a good job holding Brady out of the end zone. The offense could not move the ball, and that's when Dak was healthy. Now, I don't think they're going to just punt on the season. Team's too expensive, and you have too many blue-chip players to just let Cooper Rush be your quarterback for 2 months, so they've got to go get somebody.
Right.
And I think that's listen, maybe it'll be Gardner. I think Gardner, the media likes him because he's kind of goofy and fun. I'm not a Jimmy G guy, but he's obviously better than Gardner Minshew and better than Cooper Rush. He's the best available backup quarterback. And if you're the question is, would Jimmy G waive his no trade? I would imagine he would. He wants to go be a starter. Go be a starter for 2 months, rebuild your value, go get real money in free agency.
And are you putting them back at the top of their division with Jimmy G?
No. I think they're screwed either way.
Okay.
But I don't think Jerry Jones views it that way. And I think if you're Jerry Jones, let me pull up real quick the Cowboys' schedule, because I think that Dak's going to be out until November. I don't think you have hand surgery and you're back in 6 weeks. I know they called it 6 to 8 weeks. I think it's going to be closer to 8 to 10 than 6 to 8. So look at what they've got. They're home against the Bengals next week.
Right.
A Bengals team that has its own issues. We'll get to them. They're at the Giants on Monday Night Football after that. Giants, a little frisky. Saquon looked outstanding yesterday in that comeback victory. Home for Washington, then at the Rams, at the Eagles, then home for Detroit, home for Chicago before they're at Green Bay November 13th, which is after a bye, when I would imagine Dak comes back.
Right.
You've got to find a way. That's how many games? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 8 total games before you get to Green Bay. You've got to find 3 wins. 3 and 5, and you'll still be alive to some capacity. It's not great, but if you're 2 and 6 or worse, your season's over. 3 and 5, you're on life support. 4 and 4, which would mean 4 and 3, the 7 games without Dak, you'd take it. So you've got winnable games, home against Detroit, home against Chicago, at the Giants, home against Washington. You're going to be in a real rough spot against Cincinnati, the Rams, and the Eagles, especially the Rams and Eagles are on the road. But, yeah, I think they have to make a move. I also just don't trust the coaching staff. I didn't like anything I saw from Dallas yesterday except for Micah Parsons. He's a sensational player, and he got to Brady twice. To be totally honest, didn't love what I saw from the Bucs either. They got another offensive line injury in Donovan Smith. Right. Brady was getting harassed. They just knew that if they didn't make too many mistakes, their defense was going to be able to carry him. So let me rephrase it. I didn't love what I saw from the Bucs offense. The Bucs defense I thought was outstanding, but I wonder if a lot of teams are going to do that to Dallas. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show, and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.